Welcome to another edition of the Condor's View. I'm your host, Lori Owen. We live in a world of visual media, but Barter Kelly takes a look at how the advertising culture affects students today.
The moment we enter the college, we are swarmed by the overwhelming information displayed everywhere. Banners, posters, and notice boards filled with ads. There is so much to read and see. But do these images and posters attract students' attention or make any impact?
When I do class presentations, I often ask if people have seen the posters around campus, and overwhelmingly the response has been very positive in that regard because they are looking. And while they may not be reading every poster they see, there's still a subconscious part in their mind they're seeing it and they realize there's stuff happening here, and I think it's been anything but positive for us. I think having all these posters and advertising up shows students what's happening on our campus, and it realizes that we're really a community with so much going on.
Even if they don't read them, attractive posters and colorful streamers around the college might catch students' eyes, but there are tons of other ads hanging on almost every notice board in the hallways. Ads like rooms for rent, carpool available, and most commonly, used books for sale at cheap prices are all over the places. Students post these in the hope of pulling potential buyers to their products. But what's the response? Does anyone read these ads?
Using this? No, because it looks really messy and it doesn't call my attention. It's like all over the place.
No, not really. When you pass by them, I look at them, it's really like busy, crowded. You don't know what to look at. It's really messy.
No, I haven't. Just for a reason that, if I ever need something, I'll go talk to my friends. I don't really find the need to look on the board to, buy something.
And the bookstore is also not much concerned about the used books for sale ads.
We sell both new and used books, so by posting the posters around the college, it really doesn't have an impact on the books that we sell here. Our pricing is comparable, and we sell new and used books.
Experts believe advertising does not merely pass on information to the people or attract prospective buyers for a product, but it influences behaviors. It affects us in a positive way or in a negative way, and in most cases, it misleads us.
In a positive way, we have advertising like this that merely provides information for us. Then on the other hand, there's ads like that appear, in the Super Bowl commercials or magazines, and those type of ads, I think, are attempting to deceive us. And we only know if we're being deceived if we actually take the time and learn how to analyze each image. And once we break down each image, we realize the extent to which we are being deceived.
In today's world of advanced media and promotion, it's not possible to keep ourselves away from the charm of advertisements, but the only thing we can do is to choose wisely and rationally.
In our lifetime, I don't know how many commercials we see, let's say 1 million commercials we see in our lifetime, and that's, that really controls how we think, how we buy, how we interact with each other. So advertisers have this huge power over us, and I think we really have to take time to examine how we're influenced, how we're affected, how we're infected. And, we have to stop this infection, and the only way to do that is through analysis.
For a board like this, it's obviously hard to get attention for your ad, but trying your luck is always good. For Conestoga College News, I'm Babar Tahir.
With only 2 months left in the school semester, are Conestoga's graduates hopeful in finding a job? Miriam Zahir takes a closer look.
Thanks, Lori. I'm here with
Kyle Shea,
who will be soon graduating from the
television broadcasting program.
So what are your plans after you graduate?
Well, actually, I'm enrolling in the one-year videography program after I finish. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing.
And have you been able to find work, or is it easy to find work after you graduate from your program?
Well, it is possible to find work. I just feel I don't know if I'm quite ready yet to get into the working world, and I feel like the more education that I get, the better chance I have of finding the type of job that I want.
Sweet. Well, let's see what other people think. So what are your plans after graduation?
I plan to work at a daycare. I'm in the early childhood education program, and I already have a job lined up due to a placement that I've done previously. So.
Was it easy?
It's pretty easy because I'm pretty much the only guy in the field, so a lot of centers, they really want me to work for them, so I have an advantage there.
So what are your plans after graduation?
My plans would be to just get a job, make some money, and I want to go out west to BC, and I want to apply over at UBC for my Bachelor of Arts.
So when you say work, do you mean something in your field?
Hopefully, but I mean, it's everybody's getting out at the same time, so it's kind of a race to who finds that job, and fingers crossed, hopefully, yeah.
Currently, right now, I'm in General Arts and Science. I'm planning on going to the Earth Sciences program at U of Waterloo.
After I graduate, I hope to get a job in the architecture, construction, engineering field. Right now, I'm currently working part-time at Future Shop, but with that, I meet a lot of customers that recruit for architects and stuff. And, you just build relationships with them from here on in, and, hopefully when you graduate, they can help you out in that sense.
So the job that you found, was it easy?
Yeah, it was pretty easy because I did a lot of volunteer work in my days. So, it really looked good on my resume when, employers see that. They see that you're already in the field and you already know what it feels like to, get the income and the stress loads and stuff like that. So it's a nice factor in that sense, yeah.
Although not many students are too optimistic about finding jobs right after graduation, the college's graduate employment rate after 6 months is 94%, so students should be hopeful. For Conestoga College News, I'm Miriam Zahir.
So how do procrastinating students handle putting together a story at the last minute? Ian Doyle and Tom Tobai take an inside look.
Hello there and welcome to a very special presentation on the Condor's View. Tom Tobai and I have teamed up to show you just how we sometimes have to do things here at the television program.
That's right, Ian. It's time for How to Do a Project the morning before it's due.
Now, not all students use this technique. Some of them are actually very professional, but let's face it, we all have a bad week. So why don't we put it up on the clock? And it looks like we only have a few more hours to get this done, so let's get started. First off, writing a script is the best way to get an idea for how your story is going to go. Since we don't have a lot of time, it's going to be a magical world of plot holes and spelling errors, but at least it's a start. After mashing print, it's time to get shooting.
The most important weapon in the procrastinating journalist's arsenal is a streeter. Interviewing random people is easy, fun, and a great way to make it appear as if you've done more work than you have. And remember, the more personal space you invade, the better it is. Let's give it a shot.
The best way to do a streeter is to make sure you corner people as they come out of a place you know they're going to have to come out of. We chose the ladies' washroom because, ladies. Let's see if we can get one. Excuse me, miss, can I ask you a couple questions?
The interview is a delicate process and can go one of two ways. Either you get an insightful interview or you get this guy. What are your current opinions of Canada's economy?
Next up is YouTube. Filming someone else's work is a great way to add time to your own project. See, I just got 20 seconds out of that.
Once you've gathered all the footage, editing is the next step. Thankfully, with enough practice, editing is a cinch. It's gone.
Okay, we finally managed to get it finished, so now we just have to take it off to our teacher and mentor, Paul Godkin. Let's go. I broke it.
Yeah.
We managed to salvage what we had left and brought it back to Paul Godkin for marking, proving that you can finish a project in under 2 hours.
That's 51, guys.
For Condor's View, I'm Ian Doyle.
And I'm Tom Tobai.
Goodbye scholarship money.
Well, that wraps up our show for this week. I've been your host, Lori Owen. We'll see you next time.